my YouTube channel. My name is Eliza at Eliza's Reading. So today I'm going to be sharing with y'all some resources that I've been using in order to enjoy my reading experience a little bit more without having to pay millions and millions of dollars for books. So I did actually take notes. So if y'all see me looking down, it's because I took some notes so that I can make sure that I am staying on track and I don't miss any of the resources that I'm going to be sharing with you all. So, oh, y'all probably can't see that. I don't know, it's like a glare. But see how I move it back? See, you can see that now. Yeah, you can see that now. So I did take some notes because I want to make sure that I don't forget anything that I want to share with y'all. Because sometimes y'all know how we can start talking and be on a tangent, and then by the time you end the video, I did that in my last video. I ended the video and forgot 2 of the books, and then had to record another video and put with that one. It was crazy. So anyway, so I know a lot of people, I do get a lot of questions, especially from like my coworkers, like, how do you get books? How do you get books without spending a whole bunch of money? Because their thing is, I want to save money. I want to be a reader. I want to read books, but I don't want to spend a lot of money for it. So I literally have put my coworker on to Hoopla, but I'm going to actually go in order of free to inexpensive, if that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. So the first resource I want to share is, if you're not familiar with the Little Free Library. So the Little Free Library is basically an organization in the community that basically promotes like exchanges within the community for free. So what you usually do is they have an app, so you can download the Little Free Library app, and you can go on there, put in your GPS or put in like your location, and it'll tell you where all the Little Free Libraries are located in your area. So anyone in the community can participate in this type of organization, in this program, which I really, really love, because it gives other people a chance to read something that is free. So basically, any books that you don't want, you just take it to the Little Free Library and then you just put it in there. You can do that all over, probably like your county or your city. It just depends on where they are located. And then that way you're able to read books for free. You don't have to pay for them. And then once you're finished, if you don't want to keep that book, you just put it in another free little library. So you can drop these books off at different locations. It doesn't even have to be in your county or your city. It could be in the next county, and you just drop it off. And then you can actually take books. Like if you stop at a location and you see something that you want, you're like, oh, this looks interesting, and then you can take that too. So I really, really love that. So that is like strictly 100% free. However, I do encourage people to also participate, not just take from the Little Free Library, but when you are unhauling your books, just remember the free little library, and you can put it in there, and that can be something that someone else can enjoy. Next free reading resource is the library. So one thing about the library, of course, you have to have a library card. And the requirements to get a library card may be different from state to state, city to city, county to county. So I live in Fulton County. So the only thing I have to have in Fulton County is I did have to present my driver's license, and then I think like 2 pieces of mail with my current address. Y'all, I'm sorry. Something's in my eye, and I'm not editing that out. It's been in my eye for like the last 2 minutes. So then I was able to get a library card. However, when I got ready to get my library card, those people literally had a book on hold, or they had like a book on my account from when I probably was like in high school. So of course I'm like, y'all still have that on there? Y'all don't expunge that? So anyway, so I ended up having to pay the $18 to clear my account. I'm pretty sure it was my mom's fault, so she owes me $18. So I had to clear my account, and then they were able to issue me like a new physical card. So Fulton County does not participate in something called the Pines Network, which is basically just another way for people that live in the state of Georgia to get library cards to be able to use in different counties instead of having like a specific county library card. The best thing is having a library card, but there are some cons when you do have a library card. and you trying to check out books at the library, sometimes the library does not always have the books that you want or the newer books that you really want to read. So that's when you can take your library card, this is a good segue into the next resource. So you can literally take your library card and you can download an app called Hoopla. Hoopla and Libby are basically two digital media platforms that you're able to use your library card to check out audiobooks, ebooks, like TV episodes, comics, magazines. So it has a plethora of media items that you can completely check out. When you're talking about Hoopla and Libby, it doesn't like limit it to just like audiobooks and ebooks, but it's also like other things. Like if you're trying to learn like a foreign language, they have resources for learning foreign languages on there. So it has like a plethora of media resources on there that you're able to utilize for free and actually enjoy yourself and immerse yourself in your own type of journey, whatever that may look like. So with Libby and Hoopla, you do have to have a library card. So once you have your library card, you register, you create an account, you put your name, email address, and then it tells you to add your library card, and you can add your library card. Once you do that, one of the cons with using Libby and Hoopla is sometimes there is a wait. So when it comes to very popular books, it's like soon as the book is released on these platforms, it's like you have to immediately like almost have to set your alarm for like the day that it's released, because soon as it is released, I promise y'all going to be like 1,000th in line. That is really one of the cons about using these digital media platforms, is that soon as like a new book comes out that you want to read, you're immediately like 200th in line. And then sometimes there is a wait. So depending on Hoopla or Libby, sometimes the wait for like certain ebooks or audiobooks could be like 14 to 21 days once you've checked it out. However, some people literally like to take advantage of those 14 and 21 days, and you literally can be waiting for a book, especially if you're next in line. You literally can be waiting for a book like a whole month, which I don't understand. So I really think that some people, like, I totally get that Hoopla lets you hold this book. Hoopla and Libby lets you hold this book for like almost a half of a month or 21 days. However, I really feel like it is very inconsiderate for someone to just say, okay, yes, I got the book, but then they're like literally holding on to the book for 21 days and want to read the book the last 3 days of the 21 days. Like, that's just kind of selfish. I don't know. Let me know in the comments like how you view that, because once I borrow an ebook or an audiobook, I immediately either read it or I listen to it so that the next person can utilize it. I don't know. That's just me. I'm very like anal about just being considerate of other people coming behind me. That's just me. That's just my character. So moving on. So Libby does give you 15 holds. So you get 15 holds a month. However, Hoopla, so if you register now, so when you go to Hoopla, you can register, you can use the same library card, and depending on your county, now I think this is different for every county, because my friend has a library card in Henry County, and she said that Hoopla only gives her 3 instant borrows, and Fulton County actually gives me 5 instant borrows. So instant borrows are borrows that you can immediately listen to without like a wait or without like a whole time. So you have something called flex borrows. So now with flex borrows is basically like borrows that the county is giving you, and you literally have to choose from the audiobooks that they have in that particular category. I get 10 for Fulton County, but I have to choose from the books, from the ebooks and the physical books that they're offering. So that's basically the difference. So the difference is instant borrows, you can choose whatever you want to read depending on what you're looking for. Flex borrows is the county is choosing what you read from the category. And so whatever they have for you to either read or listen to in that flex category, that's what you have to check out. So I hate that, because it's basically like you're only giving me 5 to choose from for the month now. But then you're giving me a list of 10 that y'all have chosen for me that I can either listen to or read. So I absolutely hate that. The next one, okay, so this is for my people that live in the state of Georgia. So there's a program called Pines Network, and I actually researched it. Other states have something similar, but they don't call it Pines Network, because I actually wanted to see did other states actually like participate in a program like this. So with the Pines Network, you go to the Pines like website and you basically put in all your information, like where you live, name, date of birth, all that demographic information, address, and then it immediately gives you an electronic card. Well, you have to be approved, and it takes like 2 seconds, and then it gives you an electronic library card for the state of Georgia. However, all counties, like Fulton County, does not participate in the Pines Network. Why? I'm not really sure, but it may be because Fulton County is really big. So Fulton County is probably like, we're not about to have people all the way from Henry County checking out our books and not bringing them back. So once you are approved for the library card, you can go to the Pines Network app, and you can literally type in books that you're looking for and see which library has them. And you can actually request, like, so you go to your closest library that participates in the network, and you can actually request for that book to be sent to the library that is closer to you. However, one of the cons about using the Pines card is that whenever there is a new release for a book, you cannot request for that book. So like, for instance, when Nobody's Fool by Harlan Coben came out, I wanted the book in Clayton County. I was in Clayton County, and they said that because it's a newer book, we can't request for that book to be sent. And I was like, what? It's so weird. So any type of new books that just come out, just know that you can't request for them to be sent to you from another library. Now with the Pines Library card, you can take that Pines Library card and you can actually make an account, a Hoopla account with that Pines Library card. So not only do you have a library account for your county library card, but you can use the Pines Network card to also have another account. So therefore, you following me? You get double the books, because now you have 2 accounts. Just put y'all on to something. So if you have children, can use their library card and put in and get a Hoopla account. That way you just have multiple accounts, and you have multiple books, and you have multiple instant borrows. I'm just saying, that's what library cards are for. Just spread. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm just gonna let y'all know. So actually, I'm taking my son today to get a library card. Even though he doesn't read books, I'm gonna get him a library card, and I'm gonna use his instant borrows. Okay. So the next free resource is called Free Booksy, and I think their website is called freebooksy.com. So subscribe to their email. Every day they send you a list of free books. So now, I'm not gonna tell y'all that these free books are like top tier. So these may be your like underrated ebooks that you do not see a lot of people reading. No one's talking about these books, but guess what? They are free. And I have read at least 1 or 2 of them, and they've actually been really good. So they do have different genres. They have cozy mysteries, thrillers, fantasy, science fiction. So they have a lot of genres. And then when they send you an email of all the free ebooks that are available for that day, you can literally download them for free, and it'll like download to your Kindle. So now we're going to get in platforms that are not free, but they're really, to me, they're really inexpensive. So sometimes the prices can range from like $149 or like $199 to like $5.99 or $6.99, depending on like how new the publication is. So that one is bookbub.com. So like I said, for free Booksy, you can just go to their website, you can subscribe to their email, and then every day they will send you books that have been discounted. So now with this platform, you're able to download the ebooks to your Kindle, Kobo, even your Apple, like you know how you have Apple Books, it can download to your book. So it basically tells you all the books that are on sale or discounted for that day on different types of platforms that you can download these books to. This is called Early Bird Books, and I really do love Early Bird Books, just like Bookbub. So it's pretty much like the same thing as Bookbub. They send you books according to like if they're discounted or on sale. So now I think one of the great things about Early Bird Books is that you can go to their website, filter by Kindle Unlimited. So if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription and you're wanting to know, is this already like included in my Kindle Unlimited subscription, you can literally filter Kindle Unlimited subscriptions, and it can literally show you all the books that, or most of them, that are included in the Kindle Unlimited subscription. So this particular platform also has different genres just like the other ones. So you can filter. So if you're looking for just mysteries, cozy mysteries, thrillers, suspense, horror, fantasy, non-fiction, science fiction. So you have the ability to filter what you're looking for. And they pretty much like offer like a plethora of books on their website, over 1,000, 2,000 books on their website, which is really great. And they also have a section on there where you can actually filter it to like books that are under maybe like $2 or $3. So you actually have a choice to just look at basically like clearance books. So you basically just have a choice to view only books that is really in your budget. And I never really buy full price books from there. I usually just love when I get the emails from them. So if you subscribe, they send you emails like every day or every other day. And they will tell you like these books are on sale. And you can also, I'm trying to figure out which platform lets you follow like authors, and then it'll let you know like an author. No, it's actually Bookbub. Bookbub will let you like, I guess, follow authors on there. And when you follow them on there, it'll immediately let you know when a book that they have on their website is actually on sale for that particular author that you follow. Okay, so the next one is bookoutlet.com. So I do love bookoutlet.com. This is like basically like a warehouse that has like all this overstock, and then they send you books for basically half price. So of course you can go on there and you can filter what you're looking for by genre. So it has a plethora of genres on there, and most of the books are at least 50 to 60% off. And then they do have pretty much like a clearance section. However, the books are really inexpensive, but the con is not every book that you're going to be looking for will be on there. It's just not. Let's just be real. What I usually do is, if there are certain books that I want, I just kind of like write down all the books that I'm looking for, and then I go to bookoutlet.com and just type it in to see if they actually have it yet. So a lot of the times I do wait. I'm not the type of person where as soon as a book come out, I'm like, oh, I gotta have this book, because y'all know people do be like that. Like a book comes out and soon the next thing you know, everybody on Instagram has the book. Me, I'm the type of person, I like to read books when the hype is down, because the internet is just so oversaturated with people reading the same books. And I'm the type of person, I love to read books that I know people are just not reading. And I like to read books by myself, so I'm always going to read a book when the hype for the book has like gone down to like zero. Nobody's talking about it anymore. Oh, y'all, mosquito bit me while my window was down. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, in order to get free shipping with Book Outlet, you do have to, your purchase has to be $35 or more. But with Book Outlet, you can actually accumulate points with every purchase that you make. And that just depends on the price point. So depending on how much you spend, depends on how many points that you actually get. Now that has came in handy, because y'all, the last time I ordered books, I think my order was probably, y'all, don't be trying to come for me in the comments, but my first order was actually like $340. And I think I probably earned like, I want to say maybe 200 points. So what ended up happening is there were some books that I wanted to get, and they ended up having a sale, like a buy two or buy three get one free. So I ended up buying books on that promotion, and then when I got to the end, I was able to use my points on that promotion. And guess how many, y'all, I probably only spent like $15 on like 9 books. I kid you not. So that literally comes in handy. Now, another con, now I am going to let y'all know that when they pack your books, sometimes depending on who's packing your book, it can be horrible. It's like they don't really secure the books. You know how when you're sent packages from, like, I want to say independent companies or small businesses, how they just curate your package and make sure the package is like just immaculate. Oh no, not with Book Outlet. They just throw those books in there, send them to you, and then when you get your books, sometimes the cover can be bent, the pages can be a little warped. And I actually put in here a picture of a book that they sent me. Y'all, I was like, y'all gonna have to give me a refund for this. So I ended up selling the book back and only got like 75 cents for like a $5 book that I purchased. But anyway, so just expect that depending on how many books you order, just expect your books to not come in so perfect condition unless it is like hardcover. Most of my hardcovers have came in pristine condition, but it's those paperbacks that it gets bent in transition, which I absolutely hated. The last online platform that I use to purchase my books is ThriftBooks.com. So I absolutely love Thrift Books because sometimes Thrift Books usually has like a plethora of books that I really can't find for like a reduced price, especially if I know the book came out like 10 years ago. So Thrift Books basically, now Thrift Books is different than BookOutlet.com because BookOutlet.com, they send you basically like overstocked books from different vendors. So Book Outlet could have books from Target or Books A Million or or like Barnes and Noble or Borders. Well, y'all know Borders used to be like, I think Books A Million like a long time ago. But just, it's pretty much like an overstock from a plethora of places that are not able to like sell their books. So Thrift Books is basically like different sellers selling books. So those books can come from like a library who's selling the book. It can come from other people, like basically other various third parties selling these books. Now with thriftbooks.com, one thing I am going to tell you is sometimes if you don't ask for the book in a specific condition, it's going to come a little raggedy. So the better the condition of the book, the more you're going to pay for the book. So sometimes you do have to weigh your options versus like, okay, should I just order this on Amazon or get it from Thrift Books? Because some books that I got, I'm literally like, okay, this book should be sold like $3. However, if you're not the type of person where you don't really care like the condition of the book, thriftbooks.com is like a really great resource for you to get your books. And I actually was on there the other week looking for some James Baldwin books, but the price that they were selling those books for, and because y'all know James Baldwin is deceased and he's like he was an amazing writer, so y'all already know like his books were being sold at like a ridiculous price. I'm talking about more than Amazon. Now I was like, okay, y'all tripping. I'm not paying $15 for no used book. Like, y'all, no. Okay, so now the last two resources I want to talk about are audiobook platforms. So now we already know about Audible, Libro FM. Like, those are platforms that everyone pretty much is subscribed to already. So we already know that they have a monthly subscription. So Audible is $15.99. So Audible is $14.99 a month. No. So Audible, I think, is $14 or $15.99 a month, which that $15.99 a month is like a monthly subscription to where you can get 1 credit a month. but they also have, I think, semi-annual and then annual subscription. So one is a $149, and then the annual subscription I think is like $249, and that's if you're getting 2 credits a month. So the annual subscription, I'm sorry y'all, the annual subscription is $149 with 1 credit a month. The annual subscription for 2 credits a month, which is 24 credits a year, is $249, and that's with Audible. So then you have Libro FM, which I'm also subscribed to because I'm really trying to see which one is actually better, which one is going to give me more for what I'm looking for. So Libro FM, one thing I love about them is that some of the proceeds of your purchases goes to an independent bookstore. So I chose 44th and 3rd. So anytime I purchase books from Libro FM, like audiobooks, a little bit of the money that I spend goes to 44th and 3rd, which is a Black-owned bookstore in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so the owner actually reached out to me once I subscribed to Libro FM, was like, thank you for choosing our bookstore. So that was really, really, really cool. So now therefore their subscription is $14.99 a month for 1 credit. But some of the proceeds, I actually love that it goes into supporting an independent bookstore. So now with Libro FM, I love that you can actually purchase additional credits. They have like 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When Audible, they give you a specific amount. You can purchase 3, 5, 12. Like Libro FM gives you the choice to just purchase just 1 credit, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So that's what I love about Libro FM. However, comparing those 2 particular platforms, Audible now does have more books than Libro FM. I'm gonna put that out there because it's no secret they do, which is why I have kept my Audible subscription, because if I can't find something on Libro FM, I literally can go to Audible and they have it. So that's one of the reasons that's making me not cancel my Audible subscription. So I'm thinking next year I really do just want to purchase the annual subscription, because I really think if I do the math, okay, let's do the math. So $15 times 12. So that's $180. So 180 minus 149. So that's $31 cheaper if you do the annual subscription. So I think I'm going to do that because I hate seeing $15 come out of my account every month. So now I'm going to get to one platform that I don't see anyone talking about this platform for audiobooks. I love Chirp Books. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love Chirp Books. I think I spend more money with Chirp Books than I do on Audible. Y'all, Chirp Books can be so cheap. So Chirp Books basically is an audiobook platform where you can go on there, you can actually subscribe to their newsletter, and then every day they send you deals on just various authors. So that platform actually gives you the ability to follow all the authors that you love if they are on there. And then what happens is once something goes on sale, they send you an email say, hey, JL Seeger's audiobooks are on sale. So y'all, last month I literally bought her, I don't know the name of the series, but it's the books with the name, it's called like Restore Me. I don't know the name of that series, but I literally bought all four of those audiobooks in that series for like $14. And then I bought the whole Bennett series by Kennedy Ryan, y'all, for $11. Now, I know y'all probably like, well, those are old books. It don't matter. Audiobooks are expensive. And y'all know it. One audiobook is like $30. Like right now, I love Jacques Auger. One of her newest audiobooks that was just released for like an older book is $32.99. So with Chirp Books, they offer deals on like bundles. So they might bundle it. They might be like, the Bennett series bundle is like on sale now for like $11. Let me see, like Jacques Auger, the Capone series was like $15 for like all 3 books. So y'all cannot beat that. So all you have to do is subscribe to like their newsletter, and then they send you deals every day. So it could be like deals on like Frida McFadden, David Baldacci, I guess that's how you say his name, John Grisham, Nora Roberts, J.L. Seegers, Jacques Auger, Kennedy Ryan, S.A. Cosby. So once those books go on sale, you'll be the first to know, because they'll send you an email saying, hey, here's the deals for the day. And then sometimes it might be like 4 pages of deals, and you just look through it until you find something that actually resonates with you. However, you don't have to buy the bundle. You can actually say, well, I don't want the bundle, I just want this audiobook. And you can choose that audiobook within that bundle, and it'll be like $3.99 or $2.99. So that's how I purchase a lot of my audiobooks. And I know a lot of people like, where do you get all these audiobooks from? You can't get them for free. Is Chirp Books. So, but I'm not really like impulsive where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just buy the full price book just because I want to actually read the book or listen to the book. I just wait till it go on sale. Let me see. Okay, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything about Chirp Books. Also, they have something called Friday Freebie or Freebie Friday. Every Friday, they send you an email giving you a list of all the books that they will allow you to download for free. So, and through that particular event, and they do it every single Friday. So through that particular event, I have like really downloaded some really underrated like thrillers, and I'm like, oh, this is good. No one's talking about Ava Strong. So I'm actually going to be doing a video later of like some authors I've discovered who may be a little underrated, because I don't hear anyone talking about Ava Strong. Like her short novella mysteries are like so good, like they really are. So the next one is graphic audio. Now, graphic audio, it is expensive. That's why I said I'm gonna do from free from free to spending money. So now graphic audio, they do run sales. They do have some sales, but it's a little bit more than Chirp. So if you don't know anything about graphic audio, they sell nothing but dramatized audiobooks. So if you are the type of person where you have to listen to like Iron Flame or Onyx Storm in like a more dramatic movie type of vibe, graphic audio is like the way to go. So sometimes you're able to find these on platforms like Audible. So Audible might have it, but I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. So sometimes when you do choose to download the graphic audio version for certain audiobooks, it might come in 2 different downloads. So like Iron Flame, when I actually got that one from Audible because it was still like $32 on graphic audio. So I had to use 1 credit for part 1 and then another credit for part 2. So that's the thing about the graphic or dramatization version of an audiobook. You have to buy it in 2 different parts if they're selling it in 2 different parts. It is very rare that I've seen a graphic audiobook come in 1 part. So it'll say like part 1, part 2, and you literally have to purchase them separately. So graphic audio version, now that's if you rich and you got the money and you just like, yeah, I want to buy this $32.99 or this $40 graphic audiobook, hey, that's on you, so be it. But I'm subscribed to their newsletter, so they send me emails about when certain graphic audiobooks have actually went on sale. So I'm frugal. I love sales. I absolutely love sales. So out of all of these resources, I utilize all of them. Chirp is like my go-to for audiobooks besides Audible, because I only get 1 credit a month. So Chirp is literally like my go-to. So with that being said, these are all the resources that I actually use in order to enhance my reading journey. y'all, I know this video has definitely been long-winded. It was longer than anticipated. So if you stay to the end of the video, make sure you put a book emoji in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell to be notified of any future videos. I really hope that this helped someone. Even if you already knew about these resources, thank you for coming to view my channel. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I cannot believe I'm at like 870 subscribers. That is wild, y'all. That is so freaking wild. I'm sorry, it's wild, because I literally just started this channel like a month ago, like a little over a month ago. And when people started subscribing to, I'm like, hold up, little old me, what? But anyway, I'm also on Goodreads and StoryGraph. You will see all my reviews for every book that I read on Goodreads. I do not write reviews on StoryGraph, even though I can copy and paste. I don't do that. I only use StoryGraph for analytical purposes, so I can actually see the statistics of the books that I've read. But you can follow me at Goodreads. Everything that I talked about today will be linked below in the description box. No, I'm not sponsored by any of these resources, but I mean, hey, if they see my channel and, you know, want to give me a coupon code or something for my subscribers, that's okay too. Anyway, so I thank you all for joining me today. Make sure you come back, y'all. I'm assuming I post videos on Mondays and Saturdays, and then maybe one video during the week, which would be like a Wednesday. But anyway, if you're notified of any future videos, you will get that notification that I've uploaded. Until next time, bye y'all.